Hello guys, this is Kulatis and Latios, and I don't remember exactly how long these stories are. I don't think they were long. Alright, this is either going to be one part or two, probably two. So, I don't have the background for any of them except this one. Sadly, I cannot read any of this because I'm missing the lantern, the little veil thing on her arms, and her face. So that one is X'd out. Sad face. I wonder if those words are here. I don't know. So let me read them. It says, open your dreamy eyes and find the spring so alive. It's a season of revitalization, making everything so gentle. And that's for the girl. For the boy, I assume winter passes? I assume so. It says, winter passes by as spring comes close. Ice and snow melts, bringing newly coming towards you some green leaves. God, that I don't know. So these are the suits, and this is what it looks like. At least you can look at the backgrounds here and decide if you want them, if you want to sample them and look at it and see which one you want to get. So Wind Whisper Evelyn, which is the names? Hold on. Okay, so the one I'm reading is for the girl. Ooh, I'm excited. I hope these are happier. God, I need some happiness here. Evelyn opened her eyes slowly in the dim light. She is the tree spirit, and unlike pigeon elves, there are only 3 seasons in her year: spring, summer, and autumn. I don't have spring done. She falls into a deep sleep throughout the entire winter season, and only awakens when the bitter cold finally gives way to the coming spring. She was never particularly satisfied with this facet of her existence, so she doesn't like going to sleep. Even with an entire forest before you, if you have nobody to be with you, oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You will always feel helpless and alone. These are the kinds of thoughts that often come to Evelyn. Born in the deepest part of Pigeon Forest, she would seldom see anyone. Seldom, I assume it means rare, right? Save for the occasional elf passing through. I assume Cloud Smile, and the boy one. In silence and solitude, she waited patiently for the day someone would come to rescue her from her misery. Stop. No, I need happiness. But that day just wouldn't come. Every elf has its home, and wouldn't stay out for very long, which bothered her. In time, she began to lose faith in the elves, and grew accustomed to keeping herself company. But then, a simple thought struck her. Any tree has a chance to bear a tree spirit, right? So that's what the trees are in the background, I assume, are for. Is it not possible for one to be born from the nearby trees then? Smiling ear to ear, Evelyn began watering every tree and flower nearby. Oh, even the tiny saplings were watered in earnest. Despite knowing that it could take ages for a new tree spirit to be born, she refused to give up hope. After all, tree spirits are blessed with very long lives. Suddenly, one day, she is pleasantly surprised to find a new spirit. I assume Cloud Smile? Cloud Smile was indeed born from a nearby tree. He spoke the words she had always wanted to hear. He spoke, okay, I will never let you feel lonely again. Keller is the name of this newborn, so his name is Keller, okay. Newborn tree spirit, I assume this is him we're talking about. Day after day, year after year, the two spend their time happily in each other's company. Aww. Keller is a very shy one. After the first glance of his birth, he was scared? So he was born from the water trees being watered, right? He just appeared, right? He's scared by noticing someone walking out of the opposite tree. He didn't dare to leave his tree, yet watching the singular one, the sorrowful one, he knew it was a nice person. However, still feared to go out she began to water him, which gradually plucked up his courage to go out. Wait, he's a flower. Okay, I assume that's what they're talking about right now. I wouldn't let you feel lonely. That was the very first sentence Keller said to Evelyn, and he marked his words deeply inside himself. Year after year, Day after day, he always woke up one step ahead of Evelyn, even if he must face the chill when the frost melts. No truth hides forever. Evelyn seemed to notice something. She also began to wake up earlier and earlier. To keep his promise, Keller decided not to fall asleep, but to bear the sufferings during this winter, fighting against the Snow Queen's might. Seeing the leaves falling one by one, and the yuki piled little by little, Keller became more and more concerned about Evelyn. Oh, he picked up a fallen leaf nearby, composing his desire on it in a short poem, which actually was full of love for Evelyn. Keller made a decision to compose one each day. It was his way to confront winter. Time had passed, and the Snow Queen, Yuki Queen, strolled for a long winter, taking off at the revival spring for all life. Leaves collected by Keller stacked thicker, he bound them into the analogy of leaves. It was the best gift he would present to Evelyn. Oh, that's cute. Oh, so she was lonely. She didn't want to be lonely, so she watered plants, and he was born as a flower, right? And turned into human. I don't know. I guess after a bit he got used to it, and I don't mean in a bad way. So he decided to keep her company, but that was so cute. I'm happy there's Awakened by the Poetry of Leaves. Oh, that's what it's named. Lanterns pass missing in my mind. I don't have it complete. Oh my god. Well, alright, here is at least the, this is fall, I believe. Time flies, and the green leaves turn yellow, but the companion is always with us, as well as the star map. Star map scatters in the sky with our dream entrusted above the Milky Way. My favorite of the outfit, which is the boy right there. And this is definitely my favorite one. Love it, love it, love it. I think the next one that I like is with the spring, and then summer, and then winter. I'm not sure. So here's what the outfits look like. Alright, Renee. Love the name. Renee often looks up in the starry sky, wondering what's behind it. A curtain? A canvas? Though they are thousands of miles away, sometimes it feels like they are just beyond reach. They can be seen, but never touched. Clothes dotted with stars are fascinating as the night sky. Aside from bows and hearts, most popular element of Lilith's woman's apparel are the stars themselves. So that's why I guess she's wearing that dress and all of that with all the stars. When night falls, Renee likes to lay upon the grassy knoll, I don't know what that means, and feel the autumn breeze as she stares up at the vast Milky Way. Even if she were to spend every night like this, she would never get bored of it. The sky changes every night, and the stars shine with a different kind of beauty with each passing second. Okay, I guess the telescope's here, right? I don't know, books. Okay, this setting obviously makes sense. She likes to go out in the sky and the galaxy and all the books there. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. One night, a comet streaks across the sky, leaving a long glowing tail in its wake. Renee is immediately enraptured by it. This is the first time she's ever seen a comet. It is more beautiful and more than a shooting star, but it was gone too soon. Renee deeply reveres, don't know what that means, the starry sky, and so she often looks up at it. But what she truly desires is to seize them, to attain their power, soar up into the heavens, and pluck every last one of the sky for herself. It has always been her fantasy, taking priority even over her love for matching. She goes to the observatory every day, the starting point for her march on the stars, and begins conducting careful research on her positions and movements. She studies the vast galaxies fervently, hoping that she will unravel the mystery of the starry skies. Now, how does the boy enter into this? Ever since a rumor began circulating around the Lilith apparel schools, when night falls, the gates of the underworld open, and within the observatory, a ghost haunts the grounds until the morning comes, constantly emitting a faint glow. So I have to split this. I have no idea how the boy comes into play here. It seems like that last sentence is about him. I don't know, but see you in the next video. I think the next video should be the final part. I think so.